Okay, let's jump right in. We've got quite a bit of material here today, all focused on the massive anticipation around Grand Theft Auto the Sixth.
Yeah, it's pretty incredible, isn't it? How, like, every little snippet they release just explodes online with fan analysis.
Totally. And that's kind of our mission for this deep dive, right? To unpack some of that speculation, we're going to look at a couple of specific fan theories that popped up in our sources, theories that really stem from analyzing those first trailers.
Exactly. And, with a game this big, this anticipated, fans just pour over every single detail. Our sources really highlight how this happens. Theories like the one we're about to discuss, they basically come purely from people interpreting those little glimpses we've gotten so far.
Right. So, based on what fans have kind of pieced together from the footage, one big theory and outlined in our sources suggests this really surprising potential connection
Uh-huh.
between Lucia, one of the main characters in GTA Any, and some folks from GTA 50.
Oh, interesting. Like who?
Specifically, Luis Lopez, or maybe his brother, Ernesto Lopez.
Okay, wow. From the Ballad of Gay Tony era, what's the thinking there? What's the connection based on?
Well, according to the fan speculation we looked at, it boils down to a couple of key things mentioned about Lucia. The material points out she apparently grew up, partly maybe, in Liberty City.
Right,
Yeah,
Liberty City, which was, of course, the setting for GTA RV and its episodes.
exactly. And the other part of the theory, it highlights that Lucia's father apparently trained her to fight when she was young.
Okay. Combat skills.
Yeah. And our sources note that while, timeline-wise, her being Luis's direct daughter seems maybe unlikely,
Right.
the theory doesn't rule out her maybe being Ernesto Lopez's daughter.
Ah, Ernesto. Yeah, the source material we have mentions he left Liberty City, didn't he? To start a new life somewhere else with his family.
Precisely. So you've got Lucia with this Liberty City background, plus a father who taught her combat skills. The theory kind of connects those dots, suggesting a possible link back to Ernesto's family line.
I see. It's that specific combo, Liberty City history and the fighting element that resonates with characters like Lewis and that whole GTA 4V world.
Especially given the shared universe.
Yeah, that shared universe thing is key, isn't it? The sources mentioned the last 3 GTA games are all technically in the same narrative world.
Which definitely encourages fans to look for these kinds of potential links and Easter eggs. Makes sense.
But we definitely need to stress the caveats here. The sources are really clear on this.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
This is purely 100% fan theory. It's all interpretation of, like, seconds of trailer footage.
And the material specifically points out a pretty big counter-argument. Lucia's last name.
Right, it's Caminos, not Lopez.
Which is, a significant detail. Doesn't automatically disprove it, maybe, but it's a strong point against a direct family tie like that.
Absolutely. And our sources basically say, look, for any real answers on the story, character connections, all that stuff.
We just have to wait. Wait for the game itself.
Yep. They even flagged the official release window mentioned May 26, 2026. So still quite a ways off. Plenty more time for speculation, I guess.
Ah, no kidding. And it's not just character theories, is it? The sources also touch on other things fans are dissecting from the trailers.
Yeah, like there was some discussion mentioned about potential music playback features.
Yeah.
Hints about the radio or maybe integrating your own music.
Right. Another example of just how deep the analysis goes on every little visual element.
It really speaks volumes about the power of anticipation, doesn't it? And the world-building Rockstar does.
Totally. That tiny details, background hints, interface glimpses can spark these incredibly elaborate theories across the entire fan base. What does that kind of intense speculation and analysis say to you about how connected players feel to these game worlds, even years before they launch?
Yeah, it leads to a really interesting question for you, the listener, to
Yeah.
think about too. Regardless of whether this specific Lucia Lopez theory or, the music playback ideas turn out to be true, does the existence of these kinds of potential connections, even if they're just theories based on scraps of info, actually add something for you?
Hmm.
Does it add like a layer of richness or maybe just make the anticipation more fun while you wait for more official news? Something to mull over?